Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Marvin from Marvin Sports and Life. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I always say every week, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for new listeners. Guys, last week we did the one-on-one episode with Jaquan, Lat Melinda, which did very good. You guys are supporting the episode. You guys are watching it. You guys are supporting it, and I want to thank y'all. I want to thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for that love. And so, like I said, the episode's been doing really good. Thank you guys for that. Podcast available on all platforms. And I want to thank you guys just for supporting. And if you haven't, go check out Shelton Richardson new video. Getting it in. The video just came out. Great video. You guys see what the title is. The title says, "Men, we must protect our family at all costs." Men, we must protect our family at all costs. And I'm gonna tell you what, guys, I do my episodes and I always come with light topics. I always talk about sports. We got a lot to talk about. Tyler Perry's a billionaire now. A couple of losses in the NBA Finals, couple of wins. Some people got kicked out of the NBA Finals. But guys, this week I got a lot to talk about. Guys, you coming in, please like and share this video. Guys, we must protect our family at all costs from predators. So I'm going to be on some energy today, and all the views expressed in this video are about me and me alone. They don't come from nobody else. They come from me alone. Well, guys, a lot's been going on this week. I had a very interesting week. A lot of things going on. Like I said, one issue was, like I said, good news. Tyler Perry became a billionaire. Well, yesterday, one of my relatives, they went live on a particular subject about a male apostle who has been using the name of God to get his own, let's say, material gains, and have been manipulating the people to get his own gains and been taking advantage of the people who really believe in God and people who really are Christian people. And I ain't gonna lie, guys, it really pissed me off to see a man that's supposed to be a man of God, that people believe in, people have faith in, and for him to abuse and use his saints and the people that follow him. And that just goes back, guys. He's a predator. That's called what it is. He's a predator. Any man, any person, man or woman, that takes advantage of what they deem a weaker person to try to gain their own things is a sick individual. You are a predator. Like I said, the apostle took advantage of some of my relatives. And I just hate that, man. And like, bruh, don't use God's name to do your devil's work. I repeat, don't use God's name to do your devil's work. And for you to take advantage of people, whether that be money and other accusations, it's a shame. And I want to do this. This video to me is going to be more of not a call out, but a conversation with the men of the church. Some things happen because we don't be on guard like we should be, or we don't be on our post like we should be, and foxes are able to sneak in the hen house. Well, back in the day, the more country guys, what they had for that fox when he come in the hen house? They had a shotgun for him. And these foxes today, guys, we have to protect our family, because, guys, these predators, they are attacking our children. They're attacking church. Like I said, when a predator comes into church and when you straight up, you stealing money, because you stealing money, bro. I'm like, if you taking money, I'm giving you money, tell me it's for one thing, but using it for something else, you stealing, bro. You were stealing, man. And there's people like that benefit off the church. And people like that give churches a bad name. And any sucker that is stealing from the church, playing on people's emotions to get money out of it, guys, we got to stop these guys in their track. And they also, and any guy or female who bothers a child, I'm going to use the word bothers a child, should be dealt with accordingly. And we have to, I'm telling you guys, we can't make it that easy for him. If a fox gonna be a fox, we're gonna make sure he a sly fox. When these predators coming out, what happened to it? When them old deacons and stuff like that, even though some of them weren't right, we gotta have somebody on guard, man. We gotta have some people watching these predators that's coming into churches and taking advantage of people. Now, I know people always say that's not our churches. That's right, that's not our churches. But guess what? If you don't say something about it, they're going to think it's our church. That's why sometimes it's best to draw a line and separate. Call a thing a thing. Call that person out. If you know a person is a predator, call them a darn predator. If you got a feeling that a fella is bothering, I'm using the word bothering, is bothering kids in the church, he needs to be dealt with accordingly. And I think that should come with a beat down. And I think that should come with something else. Some other stuff should happen to him. But that's just my opinion. Because I'm like, man, these guys are giving the church a bad name. And these guys need to be dealt with accordingly. And people still following them, man. Sometimes we got to wake up. Like I said, this guy, when I saw the video from my family member, it really made me angry that there's people out here taking advantage of good people. People out here giving it all, believing what they believe in. And you see that, you try to take advantage of it. Dog, because you a sucker, dog. You a sucker, and I ain't got no respect for you. I don't care if they call him apostle. He ain't no apostle. He a sucker. He a sorry man. That's what he is. He a sorry man that took advantage of a whole, forget church. He took advantage of a whole organization. Because watching that video led me down a wormhole, and this apostle is taking advantage of a whole organization. You got all kind of allegations from boys coming forth that you bothered them. Like, this man should be dealt with accordingly. This man should be dealt with accordingly. I'm like, come on, God. I'm like, I don't get it. That's why I'm saying, men, we got to be on our post. We must protect our family from all predators by any means necessary. That's why you got to watch your kids, guys, because these predators come in all shapes and forms. All shapes and forms. They come as pastors. They come as bishops. They come as teachers. They come as coaches. They come as uncles. They come as friends. We got to watch our kids, guys. It's so many things happen that we'll never know about, that our kids, because then that's what we got to talk to our kids too, because then they try to trick our kids. They're like, hey, don't say nothing about it, or it's just this, it's just that, nobody believe you. Guys, we have to, men, women too, we got to stop these guys. A predator is a predator. I don't care if they're your bishop. I don't care if they're your pastor. I don't care if they're your uncle. I don't care if they're your relative. They must be stopped, guys. You can't let them guys get away with this, because guess what? If you know a predator, and they do it to your child, this happened to somebody else's child. And the concept just keeps on going on, guys. It never stops, guys. And we must stop them. It started, like I said, guys, when I saw the video, I was so angry and upset that I said that this man, my relatives, they're God-fearing people. And he used that God-fearing to manipulate to his own gains. That's a buster, man. That ain't no man. What kind of man is that? That's a sorry man that would do something like that. Come on now. That's a man, like I said. Guys, we must protect our family at all costs. If you know somebody doing something wrong, stop them. Or call the cops. We must not, do not protect predators. Period. Do not protect predators. I don't care who they are. Bishop, pastor, teacher, uncle. Do not protect cousins. Do not protect them. Because guess what? If you know some kind of predatory behavior going on and you allowing it, that's on your hands. You got to deal with that. So guys, we cannot allow that. You must stop that now. Like I said, it's teeing me off. Then I always come back to the church, and the thing teeing me off about it, you always come back to the church because now you're giving the black church a bad name. But it's like anything, it's always bad people in organizations. But for some reason, when bad people in the church do something, the whole church gets the bad name instead of just that individual. So guys, people in the church need to call them guys out. Hey, he's a sorry man. He ain't no good. Come on now. Call him out. Anybody bother kids? Anybody robbing from the church? If he rob from your church, come out and say something, because he going to rob from the next church. He ain't right. He taking people money because people believe that he's sent from God. Come on now. Y'all, sometimes we can't let it be that deep. But he going to get what's coming to him, though. He going to get what's coming to him. He going to get what's coming to him. Like I said, sometimes, hey, if it be too deep. Like I said, hey, I am a church boy, but I'm a different kind. I'm a different breed. Matter of fact, sometimes I'm the breed that is not accepted. That's why I say all these views that I'm expressing are on me. They're not on my parents. These are my views. I'm a different kind. I'm not the kind that you're gonna run over. I'm about all the action. I'm about everything that come with it. I'm just different because I'm tired of it, guys. It ain't even that kind of game no more. You know what I'm saying? All predators must be dealt with accordingly. All predators must be dealt with accordingly. Like I said, guys, do not protect these predators. Bishops, pastors, preachers, teachers, postman, granddaddy, call them out. Don't protect them, guys. Call them out. Like I said, I saw the video from a family member. It really teed me off. I mean, it really teed me off that you got people out here doing this, giving churches a bad name. The black church already got a uphill fight, trying to win back people, and then you got all this on top of it. Man, forget it. Hey guys, that's the message on that. Watch them predators. Protect the babies at all costs. All right, guys. Now I'm about to flip it because the guy that got me mad. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's a billionaire. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Tyler Perry, we all pick up random dresses, man. But lately, this Tyler Perry that I see in the last year or two, Tyler Perry been doing a lot more interviews. Tyler Perry been getting a lot more vocal. Tyler Perry telling people to kiss his behind. This man said he ain't bowing down to nobody. He don't care nothing about none of them awards. He making films for his people, and his people support it. So he don't care what they got to say, what anybody got to say. He know his people support his items, his movies, his plays. He like, forget the man. I don't care about the man. I got my own stuff. And my people support my own stuff. So I'm like, go ahead, Tyler. Man, I'm saying, nah, Tyler got the studio. Now they're saying the brother billionaire, and I'm happy for that brother. That brother deserves everything he gets because this brother stayed true to him. He ain't try to kowtow to get in other rooms. He stayed strong. He stayed for his people. He stayed independent. And now the brother's billionaire. You know how it's billionaire? Because he owned it. So shout out to Tyler Perry for owning his content. Now, speaking of owning stuff, it's been a lot of little drama going on between Charlamagne the God and Joe Budden. Now, I must admit, guys, I am one of the most #1 Charlamagne the God pushers. Because one thing about Charlamagne the God, he never forgets where he come from. He always bigging up Moncks Corner in South Carolina. He always bigging us up. But lately, Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast is not re-signing with Spotify because Spotify trying to play him. And, you know, he wants to get his own bag because he owns his podcast. Because he really put the money up behind it. But this is my thing. Charlamagne kind of insinuated that Joe Budden just didn't do his business right. And might not be the business, it might be Joe. Or you might need to look at your contracts. And when I heard Charlamagne the God say it, I was like, I don't know about that. But when Joe Budden elaborated, I was like, wow. Like Joe Budden explained, like, bro, you don't understand because you don't own it. You work for your radio station. But the thing about Charlamagne is very, 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 usually very pro-black. He usually has a very black agenda, usually for the people. But when it came to this Joe Budden podcast, I had to reevaluate it. And I kind of feel what Joe Budden was saying. Well, like, why was Charlamagne down this man for trying to get a bigger bag because he owns it? But Charlamagne, your voice is so big. Why would you say that on national radio? Why would you even make that claim? It's almost like you cause a more of a divide than a togetherness. If you don't have nothing good to say about that, you just shouldn't say nothing at all because you really hurt that man's campaign. Which, like I said, I'm not the biggest Joe Budden fan, because it's really a New York City podcast and it's really region based. So I really started listening to it because me being a guy from down here, a lot of stuff they talk about I really don't want to hear about. But some things, if it's a big enough issue, I listen to it. But well, the clip anyway. But to hear Joe Budden speaks about the Charlemagne issue lets me know how serious Joe Budden took it. But when I hear him speak, I agree with Joe Budden. Charlemagne, like I said, you always represent for the 803-864-843. But you and Joe Budden are not in the same situation. Joe Budden actually owns that podcast. And for you to speak on this man's money and the innuendo, all kind of little innuendos, that ain't cool, Charlemagne. Like, Charlemagne, you have one of the biggest voices in the world right now. Forget, you have one of the biggest voices in the world right now. And why would you use that voice to like downplay your brother? You know, he's trying to get the bigger bag. Because he has no problem with just going back just to being independent and just putting on all platforms. He has no problem doing that. But for you to be another black man and know a struggle, it's always go back to the Dame Dash thing. And you know he owns it. Why would you even do that, Charlemagne the God? Like I said, I'm usually one of the number one Charlemagne the God supporters because he's always big enough South Cat. He is always big enough South Cat. So let me know how you guys feel about that. I kind of feel that Charlemagne is wrong. Charlemagne the guy hasn't responded. So I'm feeling he's going to probably address it like on Tuesday. Going to come out. I don't know about apology, but just going to address the issue and see how he really feels. Because he might even think he's wrong. But if he don't think he's wrong, I like to hear it because I don't like the way that the divide that the brother kind of caused with that one. So that's how I feel about that. Let me tell you something, guys. I know I'm late to the party with this. I'm late to the party. I heard Nas' album for the first time this week. I think it's called King Disease. Nas spitting them bars. Nas, this album that Nas made, this is a grown folks album. This is a grown folks album that Nas made. When I say Nas spitting straight balls on this thing, Nas coming with the heat. Nas came with the heat. And let me tell you guys, for a long time, this brings up the old debate between Jay-Z and Nas. Now, we all know that Jay-Z is Mr. King Petty. So I'm waiting for a Jay-Z album to drop somewhere in the middle of the night. Because usually every time that Nas drops something, Jay-Z drops something right behind it. Every single time Nas drops an album, Jay-Z drops something right behind it. Because for the longest, Nas was my favorite lyricist. People get upset at me because Jay-Z, I enjoy some of his music, but Jay-Z was never that guy for me. Even back then, I liked it Stillmatic over Blueprint because they came around about the same time. But Nas' album is for grown folks. I'm talking about it. I call it, it's like grown, mature rap. Like I'm grown now, but I still like rap, but I don't want to hear all the fake singing stuff. Cause a lot of guys just be fake singing. Nas came with the heat. So shout out to Nas for the album King Disease. You came with the heat, brother. You came with it. I'm pretty sure King Petty, Jay-Z, is gonna be coming right behind you. Football is back, guys. Football with no fans. Now let me go see how this thing goes. Now football is coming back. Well, football is back already right now. Some places like Utah, Texas, Florida, Alabama, they're already playing high school football. So they're already playing. But the fans the crowds is not a pack as they would normally be for high school games. But now this thing with that. Now I keep up with Carolina football. Now Carolina football, the stadium holds 80,000 people. But what they're doing is, for the first game, so they figure this thing out, they're allowing 20,000 people in the stands. But the first game we're gonna have 0 fans. The next game, they're going to start adding people. I have never seen, even in a scrimmage, even in a garnet and black scrimmage, or whatever your college team is, there are people in the stands for a scrimmage. Now, to have 0 fans in the stands is going to be something new. I don't know how the players are going to feed off the energy. I don't know if it's going to be like just intense practice, because it's going to be hard for them guys to get energy like that. I'm like, it's going to be 0 fans for the first game, then they say as the long goes along, they're going to start with 20,000, then they'll go from there. But I'm like, they have 0 fans? I'm like, come on. That, I don't know how they're going to do that. But hey, but us as football fans, we glad football back. Like I said, high school is back. I got a son in high school. He's back. My little son, my baby 6 years old, he's ready for flag football. He's out there training now. He's ready for football. So like, guys, I don't know if it's a South thing, but like, we just ready for football. NFL is starting back. Shout out Green Bay Packers. Always on the spot, you know what I'm saying? Always doing what we do. Shout out them sorry Cowboys. The Cowboys I'm gonna tell you how stupid Jerry Jones is. Cowboy fans, I feel sorry for y'all. I feel sorry for y'all, Cowboy fans. Let me tell you what y'all owner did. Jerry Jones had a televised scrimmage. Big deal, not big deal. Even though his head coach didn't want the scrimmage now, because he said he wanted them to be a surprise, because this is the first time in NFL history, well, not history, but in a long time that nobody has footage on you. You get, for the first game, it's going to be a surprise. No, Jerry Jones can't have that. Oh, that just sound too smart. Mike McCarthy made too much sense with that. This is what Jerry Jones decided. I want to have a televised scrimmage. But see, Jerry Jones, I cannot smart them. Jerry Jones says, take the names and numbers off the jerseys and the people won't know who they are. Guys, this is not made up. Dallas Cowboys, you know I ride y'all hard, but this is the God honest truth. Jerry Jones said, take the numbers and names off the jerseys for the televised scrimmage and nobody will know who the players are. That is the Dallas Cowboys in a nutshell. That thing alone is the Dallas Cowboys in a nutshell. That Jerry Jones would think taking the names off and the numbers off a jersey where nobody will know who the players are. Like, I can't tell that's Dak Prescott. I can't tell that's Zeke with the beard sticking out. I can't tell that's Jalen Smith. I can't tell that's Tyron Williams, the left tackle. Jerry, come on. That's the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all never win because the owner, with the genius owner, with coming up with genius ideas like that, show just how bad the Cowboys really are and how bad they're going to stay. Whatever. All right, guys. So we see Houston beat OKC. Great series. Great series. Great, and they barely beat them too. That was a great series. I think OKC should have had him. I think Chris Paul should have took a little bit more. He just got a little bit more aggressive in the fourth. Cause I believe he shot like 8 shots on that in the fourth quarter. Chris Paul too good for that. Chris Paul got to be way more aggressive than that. Take the shots, Chris Paul. Take the shots, Chris Paul. It's your team. Let's take the shots. So we all saw y'all know the Lakers took care of business like the Lakers always do. The King won't have none of that. The King took care of business like he always do. So I shout out to the King James. We beat up on Portland. Now we get ready for Houston Rockets. I think AD is going to destroy PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker don't want none of the smoke. He's going to destroy him. So we got that coming up. What else was good? The Milwaukee Heat final, but not final. The Milwaukee Heat game. That's looking real good. Milwaukee finally won one. But I don't know, man. I think the Heat is going to win. I think the Heat is going to beat the Bucks, and I believe the Celtics are going to beat the Raptors, and I believe in the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the Celtics versus the Heat, and I believe that the Heat will beat the Celtics just because Jimmy Butler just that guy. And then I think the Lakers going to win out, and the Lakers will win the championship, and LeBron James going to be the greatest player ever, like he always is. He's going to keep doing his thing. He just going to keep being a GOAT. Like he's always been a GOAT behavior. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's it, man. I got to talk about, you see, I'm rocking my shirt from my homeboy, D-Lot, Heavy Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? You can hit this up. You just type in Heavy Nuggets. You can find it. He in the chat right now. D-Lot, hit him up for the shirts. You can look up Heavy Nuggets on Facebook. Look up Heavy Nuggets. You can find it. Imperial. What it is, D? Imperial. I think the Facebook page is Heavy Nuggets. Cause I see he's in the chat. I'm trying to figure out what was the name of the name of the Facebook page. But look up D Lot, DEE Lot. You see him. He gonna have on a red shirt. Red shirt. Him and his lady. Get these shirts. Good quality tees too, man. Good quality tees. Hey guys, we gotta support local, man. Hey guys, I told somebody this right here. If 10 people locally are selling 10 shirts, I would rather buy 20 shirts. I would rather buy 10 shirts for $20 locally than go in the mall and spend money with people I don't know. Think about that, guys. If I'm listening to some music, I'd rather listen to OT music, which is my homeboy Otis. Why wouldn't I give his stuff some streams? I'm already streaming stuff. Hey dog, if you already streaming stuff, give your homeboy a stream. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna wear shirts, wear your homeboy shirt. Give it a like, give it a share. It's free. Support, guys. We can build our own economy locally. You gotta want it to happen though. You got to do it, especially with the. Hey, look! I said, look at this shirt. High quality. You know what I'm saying? Smooth, baby. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no Phantom Reunion shirt. You know what I'm saying? This right here, good material. You know what I'm saying? Heavy Nuggets. Shout out to the homeboy. Hey, D, I did a whole commercial for you, D. I'm gonna cut this up for you. I did a whole commercial for you. Like I said, guys, just look out for your local artists, man. Anybody who you know, like if I see anybody, you know what I'm saying? I see my homeboy LJ on here. Like it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. If you post your Spotify or your Google Play, I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna listen to it and say, let me give my dog a stream. LJ on here, what's the LJ rap name? Lucky Luciano. Give him a shot. He in the chat right now. Go find him in the chat. Go hit his page. Go find his link and go stream his music. Guys, we made this thing too hard on what it got to be to support us. One time you had to drive down to the mall. You had to do something. Bro, you see somebody doing music, click on the link. Let them get the stream. They got a YouTube. Let them get the YouTube views. Click on it. That's why I'm glad Shelton Richardson video dropped today. Get it in. I didn't look at the video 10 times. I let the video play even I ain't looking at it so my dog can get the streams. Guys, that's how these things work. That's how these algorithms work, guys. You like stuff, you share it, you stream it. It keeps going on, guys. Guess what, guys? You might have 5,000 friends, but when you post something, 5,000 people do not see it. That's not how it works. That's why people like and share. Because the more you like and share, the algorithm goes up, and the more even your own friends can see your stuff. Like, guys, your local artist post something, give my man a like, give him a share, go stream his music. If you don't like it, whatever. But give it a listen. Take the mentality out of it. Take the mentality out of it. Let me give my dog a listen. Okay. You know what you can say? It ain't for me, but guess what? It ain't for you. But you just got that person a stream. That's all it takes. A stream, a like, a share. Cause guess what? You sharing it, you might not like it, but somebody on your timeline here didn't like it. You know what I'm saying, guys? Well, I appreciate love for the podcast. I appreciate the haters who slick comment, but don't comment on nothing else but the hate. Like I said, I see it. When people in the comments, but don't comment, they never comment on anything good, but comment is the hate. Guess what? I appreciate the hate and comment because guess what? Your hate and comment help my algorithm go up. I thank you for the hate and comment, brother. And guess what? I don't like nobody else. I don't erase no comments. I don't delete no comments. I don't hide no comments. I'm going to keep your hate and comment right there. I'm going to keep it in there. And I'm going to let it sit there. And I'm going to give it a like. Thank you for the hate and comment. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hate and comment. I appreciate it. Because you did the hate and comment, now the algorithm on your, because it's all about algorithm, guys. Now because the algorithm on your friend list is going to go up for the comment you posted being a hater. Now everybody see your hater. But it's all good though. That's just a little rant by just supporting people, man. Guys, like I said, don't cost nothing like a share. I thank everybody because, hey guys, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. You guys have been showing love lately. I can't lie. Like I said, I did the one-on-one with Shelton Richardson. That video altogether over 2,000 views. And like I said, I ain't did no, I know it's over almost 3,000 views with the clips and the main video. Thank you guys. The video with the one-on-one interview with Lab, over 3,000 views. Break it up. That's including Facebook and YouTube, 3,000 views. Cause you guys liking it, sharing it. I'm just trying to make consistent content, you guys. You guys been showing love. Hey, thank you guys. Support everybody out there. Shout out to D for the shirt. I'm out. Marvin Sports and Life. Hey, do not protect these predators, guys. Deal with these predators by any means necessary. The apostle who doing all that dirty stuff, you have been brought, you have been seen. You are a sucker. You are a buster to take advantage of church people. You're going to get what's coming to you guys. Everybody ain't saved. Everybody ain't that churchy. You feel me? Everybody ain't that churchy. You feel me? You're going to get what's coming to you, dog. Hey, I'm out, guys. Marvin Sports and Life.